Yes, thank you. Hello and welcome to The Late Show, Scotland's only late-night talk show. I'm Ewan Cameron, and my two guests tonight have one very big thing in common. They've both died in very dramatic fashion. One in a double wedding day drowning on New Year's Day, the other murdered in the middle of a Manchester lap dance, only to reappear in the Yorkshire Dales a few years later before being pushed off a 30-foot high bridge by his deranged wife, Emma. I am, of course, talking about two stars from three of Britain's biggest soaps, EastEnders, Coronation Street and Emmerdale, currently touring Scotland with Legally Blonde the musical. I'm delighted they're here with me tonight. It's Rita Simmons and Bill Ward!
How are you?
Mwah. Love you, love you. Hey, Bill, how are you? You okay?
How are you? Hi.
Now, before we do anything else tonight, Rita, you're a wee bit annoyed that you've come with footwear that's not appropriate for the Late Show.
We have Uggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got
We
my
have
own boots,
Uggs.
actually.
And
These aren't particularly great either.
That's the
Very
first thing you said to me outside, don't look at my feet.
Look, I can't believe you're going to say, well, mind you, I could have got away with it, and now I've put my bloody feet on the table.
How are you?
I'm all right, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you, Bill?
Yeah, good, thanks.
This is quite interesting having you two on the show, because you are obviously megastars when it comes to the soaps, and you were there for such a long, long time. Roxy Mitchell and EastEnders for 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
until you and your sister Ronnie drowned in a New Year's Day disaster.
Yeah.
Are you still crying over that?
Do you know what? It's really funny because we left a year and a half ago now, and people still, every day, don't they, say, I can't believe you're dead, why did they kill you? It's like as fresh now as it was a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I feel as newly dead as I did then, now. And people just like, it takes a long time with EastEnders for people to forget, and people ain't forgot,
No.
I'll tell you.
What's it like to be dead?
Busy, because I'm on tour, so...
We'll get to Legally Blonde very soon.
Okay.
And talking of deaths and soaps, you made history, Bill.
What?
You've made history by being killed off in Corrie and being killed off in Emmerdale.
Thank you very
That's
much.
some doing, my man.
Thank you.
You must
Yeah,
be
it's good
one
fun.
bad apple.
Yeah, no, I've always been sort of, going out with sort of fairly deranged people in those shows, so yeah.
And the biggest stunt in British soap history as well that killed you off.
So
in
again,
Emmerdale.
yeah,
it is.
Emmerdale, yeah,
That's
they had
on record. That's the biggest stunt ever.
Oh, is it? Right, I didn't know that. Yeah, they went to town on it. They properly had a proper car crash. It was good fun.
Yeah. And see when you, and this is a question to both of you, see when you get the script through and they say, by the way, your time on this soap is over, you're dying, there's no way you're coming back. What's that like?
Oh, you said we can swear on this show,
You
right?
can, yeah, you say what you like. Bill's really worried about you, by the way. Say what you want, how you feel, Rita. You go for it, honey.
No, I'm not going to. I'm going to be good for now. Do you know what? It was, for me and Sam, it was a weird one because I'd been there 10 years. I don't want to say we, but it is we, because me and Sam pretty much feel the same. I was ready to leave.
Were you ready to go?
Yeah, but not because I didn't love it there, but because there's a real danger of staying too long, becoming typecast,
Yes.
and it being too safe, and you kind of doing the same thing every day, day in, day out. So I was ready to go, definitely wasn't ready to die.
Yes.
So when I was told we were dying, now I'm going to swear, that was a right fucking kick in the bollock. Yeah. Oh, Bill loves it!
Just to let everybody at home know what we discussed before we came in here, Rita said to Bill, by the way, we can swear on this show, Bill, like, you should never have told her that.
I just had to once do a show with Phil where I swore. It's done now, I won't do it again. Yeah, we were absolutely gutted.
Sam said it was
to die.
short-sighted. That's what she's quoted as saying. She may have said the F word in the middle of that, but she said it was short-sighted.
Oh, I don't want to get
Because
into
you
all
were
those
two
politics.
great characters as well. You were sexy, you were feisty, you were big characters.
Look, I'll tell you one thing, right, and this is me being diplomatic.
Even Bill doesn't believe that.
I know, right, so boring. OK, diplomatic. No, as it goes, it is, if you're going to have an exit, to have a massive exit like that, and
Yes.
they did throw everything but the kitchen sink at it. It was cinematically amazing.
Yeah.
It really was. Like, I can't actually fault how brilliant the exit was.
Yeah.
As much as we didn't want to die, which was really annoying.
Because it was effing annoying.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. We didn't want to die, but actually, it served us well in a sense, because a year and a half later, here we are still talking about this
Yeah, that
iconic
moment.
death, and it was an iconic death.
Yeah.
But no, absolutely gutted to be dead, because I love that show and it's part of my
Yeah.
it's part of my heart.
Yeah.
I would have always gone back in a few years, maybe,
Yeah.
because I love it.
Yeah.
But you can't do that when you're dead, so whatever.
And Bill, for you, 2 deaths. What
And
was
an
the,
appearance as a ghost.
and what was the hardest one for you? Was it dying in Corrie or Emmerdale?
Well, sort of technically, the Emmerdale one was tricky because it was sort of involved a 60-foot fall. So which.
But which one
happily
were
I
you
didn't
more
have to do.
upset about, kind of being written out of the show?
Oh well, for Corrie, I particularly enjoyed it just because it was my choice to leave in Corrie. It wasn't my choice to leave in Emmerdale.
Yeah.
But I kind of, both of that. I'm from Bristol, or I live in Bristol, and I was filming in Leeds with Emmerdale and
Yeah.
in Manchester for Corrie. So neither of them were jobs that I could have done on the long term anyway, and wouldn't have, to be honest with you. So, to be quite honest with you, I was delighted both times because because in sort of my line of work, and I do get killed off in a number of jobs that I do.
And can
I do enjoy it because it generally means, like Rita said, you're going to get an absolutely belting storyline.
Yeah.
And so particularly on those shows where, for me, I wasn't really in it for the long term. I knew I was going to be there for a short time, 3, maybe 4 years. Then what you're looking for is a massive exit. And it was my choice to go on Corrie, and I was delighted that they killed him off because I just thought it was just brilliant comeuppance for the character. And I knew, well, I gave him a year's notice, and I knew they'd come up with something pretty
And it
excellent.
was pretty
for him.
good,
Oh,
wasn't
it was fabulous. It was just really well written.
Yeah.
Really well thought through, and I loved it.
And can I just congratulate you on being totally professional there?
I'm the world's most boring man. I'm so sorry.
Oh, he's not. I'm secretly sitting here in my head going, swear. Swear. No, he's not going to do it.
And now
so
here you
sorry.
are together, starring in the hit show Legally
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
You're, you're in Glasgow. There's a poster there. You're in Glasgow just now until Saturday.
Yes.
And then you're in Aberdeen next
Yes.
week and in Inverness the following
Yes.
week. How's it been, Rita?
Oh, it's been amazing. And actually coming from Walford, land of misery, it's so nice. We laugh, don't we?
Yeah.
Do we laugh, Bill?
Yeah, we do.
laugh so much every day, and I have. This is my first musical theatre, so I've done all sorts of stage work, but actually I've not done musical theatre, and I wasn't sure if I was going to love it or not because I love doing TV.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
Shall
It's
we have
so
a wee
much
look
fun.
at it, Rita?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look at Legally Blonde now playing at the Kings in Glasgow.
Get on your feet, 'cause she's legally blonde. Take to the street, 'cause she's legally blonde. There's no retreat when you're legally blonde. Yeah! Oh my God, she's right. And tonight would be surprised. But if there ever was a perfect couple, this one qualifies.
And now I found my love.
My God.
I found my way to love. I finally.
That looks like a lot of fun, Bill. It must be a lot of fun to work on.
It is. It's just, it's a delight. We properly enjoy ourselves. It's
It
fun to
is
do.
so much fun.
And so
honestly.
far removed from where you've come from as well.
Yeah.
And I
mean,
didn't think you had it in you to sing.
What, me or her? She's amazing.
And great reviews as well.
Yes.
The reviews are
Amazing
amazing. Can I just read out one of these reviews?
Yeah.
The revelation is former EastEnder actor Rita Simmons as Paulette.
They've been amazing.
She is outrageously funny, completely lovable, and vocally magnificent. It's a really classy musical comedy debut. Bill was okay. No, I just added that wee bit in.
That's a fairly standard review. Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We've had nothing but amazing reviews. It's been incredible.
Bill,
It
there
really
are
has.
some good reviews about
Oh,
you.
are
as
there?
well.
Well, I don't read
I
them,
did
so,
that for
yeah.
a wee bit of comedy, do you know, a wee bit of fun. A wee
She won't read them. I do. And
Oh,
I
you
know,
read them?
Yeah.
You don't?
Well, no, people
No, I
tweet them
don't.
to me, and so
All
I
right.
read them. He's got great reviews.
I'm going to get people to tweet you about your performance on the show tonight. And stand by for some soapy bubble after the break when we play the Late Show Soap Wars. And one of my guests spent 10 wild years in a band and the other 10 wacky years in advertising. But which did what? Find out right after this break. And you know what we need to do here? We need to cue the doof doof music. Doof 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 doof. See you in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.